welcome to the weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV with Tommy Javor.
And Darcy Evans.
We're, of course, I'm fantastic, mate, at the beautiful Portland Hotel with all our great sponsors behind us and a bit of a studio audience tonight. Just give us a clap, studio audience.
I'm berserk.
Would have helped if you clapped as well, mate. There's 3 of them in there. Hello. Let's get straight into this week's games in Div 3, mate. Of course, Div 3, finally a division without a bit of controversy.
There was.
We expected a one-sided affair between Jets Cross and Athelston, and that's how it panned out at Duncan Fraser Reserve. Is it called Duncan Fraser? Of course it is. It is Duncan Fraser. It was Athelston 21-18, 144. Jets Cross 9-5, 59. Funny thing about this one though, Darcy, is the baby crawls on the camera. Athelston 17 goals to 3 at 3 time. It was all over, wasn't it?
Yeah,
good fight back by Jeppies in the last kick 6, but yeah, I guess it was booked in, wasn't it?
It's no avail. So yeah, goal scorers: Athelston got Sykes with 4, Randall with 4, Swift with 3, Tarka with 2. Lazarus with 2, the individuals to gee whiz about 6 other players. A good spread around, which is
10 goal kickers,
pretty good for Athelston to spread around a bit. And best players: Owen, Moises, Swift, Moriella, and Tarka.
For Jeps Cross, Brody Hudson and Tommy Sterling both kicked a couple, so good effort there. Whilst Boothie, Benz and Mordaunt were listed as their better players, mate. When a dominant first team plays 9th...
You didn't want to use that name, did you?
Oh no, I've seen his name before, Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken? Yep.
Mikas Tistian, but I only do 3 best players, mate. I go to the top 3 to get in my medical. Yep. First played 9.
Did the best players kicking 6 goals last week?
I did. I got second best.
6 goals last week.
We've managed to sneak that into every division, haven't we?
We missed a couple of divisions. Bring it back in just this division.
Beautifully
well done.
Beautifully done. Now I've tee off on Golden Grove every week about being underachievers, but this week you would have been happy, mate, because they played your mob. Take us, you weren't there though, but it was Flinders Park 17-9, 111. A really good win away from home. Golden Grove 12-16, 88. Less scoring shots, but yet still got the 23-point win.
No, that's it. So I spoke with Scott Thompson, one of the players, yesterday. He said no.
Doesn't also double up and play for the Crows, does he?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, good point there. But his brother Luke used to play for the Crows a few years ago. But
Luke Thompson.
Yes. But as I said, they played up there at Golden Grove. They're a very big side, he said. But they, after a couple of weeks of disappointment, especially that big one against Athelston, they only kicked 2 goals. Yeah. He said that was a great comeback by the boys. They've settled back in. They've consolidated, and said that was a great win out there at Golden Grove.
Yep. For me, this is just an absolute poster for Golden Grove. They find new ways to underachieve. Yeah. 28 scoring shots to 26, and they still get done by 4 goals. Yeah. They just do something. For Golden Grove, Horskins kicked 6, Ingram kicked 2, a host of singles. Horskins was their best player with Ingram and Corey Pressler.
And then goal kickers with Blythe. Blythe, he's in the best players in goal kickers.
Tell me about Blythe. So what sort of style of player is he? A forward, midfielder, or?
He's just a forward plus ruck rover. He's sort of all over the place. He's sort of played in different positions, but I think he must have been up forward this week because of the 4 goals. We're just having a rest there in the forward line, but he's sort of everywhere.
Just a little segue as well. Do you know what my favourite type of nut is?
Almond?
Almonds,
yeah. I just saw that 3 goals. Almond with 3 goals. So Green with 2, and individual they really just spread around a bit. 8 individual goal scorers after that. With best players as Swartz, Blythe again second best player, Hansen, Dunn, and Horsnell.
Yeah, no, good effort there for Flinders Park. Now, mate, let's talk about the upset of the round. No one predicted it.
No one.
And it was at Haslam Oval at Pembroke. You know, Haslam have got the big names. They've got Jimmy Allen. They've got the tree. We're expecting them to play finals. Everything was business as usual. Scores pretty much level at quarter time. But the Seaton Ramblers, Matty Webber's boys, they have come good. They've kicked 12 goals to 7 last week. The final score was Seaton 14-9, 93. Pembroke 9-12, 66. A huge win there to Seaton Ramblers.
That's a massive win to Seaton Ramblers.
And look, I mean,
Pembroke they're looking at premierships at this stage, or at least finishing top or second. And
the other thing,
Seaton Ramblers, who were 4th now. So
they're 4th. They were 5th before that. What that does for Seaton Ramblers, they are playing finals this year, and that's fantastic for a club who basically didn't look like winning a game last year. Matty Webber turned things around slowly, slow burn again. Didn't do the odd buying recruits, but no, he's done well. So let's go over Seaton Ramblers' better players and goalkeepers. Ludado and Harris both kicked 4. Polanski was the only other multiple with 2, whilst Gates, Cord and Parker were their better players. I think the name Cord makes a real difference.
Sean Cord back in, as he can't play every week. I think, is that right? Because he's
2-1 or something, 1 and 2, 2 and 2.
But it's great to see his name just come back in. He's in the best players. So. And for Ramblers, Nicholson with 3, Timmy Evans just with a 3 as well, with individuals to 3 other players. Williams best player, Marnie, Carney, Marini.
Yep.
Hillling and Catford are the best players.
They are the Kings, by the way.
The Kings?
You called them the Rams, but never mind.
Pembroke
Yeah,
Kings.
the Kings, yeah.
The Kings,
The
sorry.
Kings,
They are.
yes.
I used to go to Pembroke one for a couple of years, many years ago.
So Daddy was rich then?
No.
I heard the other day.
I
this
just
is
PhD
a
after Pembroke, so it's Pembroke then
Oh,
PhD.
they got richer. 43 grand to send 3 kids to Pembroke. Someone was telling us the other day. Yeah,
Three
now obviously
kids.
they must be in year 12, 11, 10, whatever, but
goodness
yeah,
me.
not cheap for private education.
Indeed
so,
not.
Yeah, my daughter better study hard and get a scholarship. Now,
Down there now.
Mitcham and Kilburn, we said this one would be 15 goals, and
Gee whiz.
it was Mitcham. It could have been uglier. 29 goals, 22. That's 196. She's not happy about that
No, she
scholarship.
wasn't.
Kilburn 6-9, 45. Wowee, that is an absolute braining by 150 points. And yeah, Kilburn now they'd just be thrilled when this season is over. I have no
Yeah,
doubt.
long season it's been for them. Look, they when you win a grand final, get back up, and unfortunately they haven't pulled it
It's
off.
grand finals or spoons for this club, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
they don't know in between very well. For Mitcham, a really good spread of goal kickers. Rowe kicked 6, Jennings 5, Daly 5, Aitken 4, Sutherwell 2, Brayshaw 2, Tucker 2. That's a lot of goals.
It is.
Better players: Aitken, Tucker, Hardy, Clark, and Rowe. Mitcham will play finals and will be a danger in finals.
They certainly will be now after that big win. So we've got Kilburn, look, obviously McCallum with 2, Sanico with 2, Chip and Long, I will not name them, for goal scorers, with the best player being,
Wilichowski.
thank you, I like that, Suter, Fox, Howson and Buckskin.
Yep. So Kilburn, season
Long
of
seasons,
woe,
a few more to go, boys, hang in there
Yeah.
and just do the best you can.
Yes. Now our last one, we knew it would be tight, we knew it would be close. It was Walkerville Recreation Ground. Walkerville needed to win to stave off Jeppies and make sure they avoid relegation in that battle, but they didn't quite get there. It was, in fact, Walkerville 13-12-90, Plimpton 14-10-94.
Heart-wrenching loss that.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
heart-wrenching.
The Cats, look, at home, they needed that one. They didn't quite get the chocolates though. So they're still in that battle. I reckon that would have been absolutely massive for them.
But well done to Plimpton though. That's to get over the line. That sort of saves where they sit at the moment. They're in the.
Where are Plimpton sitting? Plimpton are sitting 6th, but
so
unfortunately
they need-
they're
yeah,
3 games
three
outside
games
live.
out.
So they're the best of the rest. They'll finish 6th, Plimpton, and again, didn't have a great year last year. So they've sort of stabilised in Div 3, and we've got a lot of good friends at Plimpton and do a lot of work down there at the Bulldogies. So really happy for the way they've been able to they started slowly as well. So yeah, they've come good towards the end of the year.
So goal scorers: Stobie with 4, Wallace with 3, Schofield, Henderson. There's about 4 or 5 individuals there. Best players: Allen, Wolford, O'Brien, Madden, and Law.
No worries, I've actually just lost it, so I'm going to just lean into it a little bit and say Ferraro, Doncasley both kicked 3, while Castrappi and McLeod both kicked 2s. Singled to a few players, better players: Ferraro, Taverner, and McLeod.
Any relation? No location. Tan and
Any relation to who?
the McLeod.
To Andrew McLeod?
Andrew McLeod.
Well, I
Could
wouldn't have
be.
thought so. Yeah, well, look,
You never
stranger
know.
things have happened.
Tan, I like naming more of the best players. They did their job. So Pegoro as well.
Pegararo. That's Johnny Pegararo. I mentioned him last week. Recently had a Facebook anniversary that no one cares about. Sorry, John. Okay. You know how it is. Some of the crap you get on Facebook, seriously. Yeah.
It is.
4th anniversary of a wet fart and stuff. So anyway. Athelston 13-1 will finish top and get a week off. Pembroke and Flinders Park will finish 2nd and 3rd.
Yes.
It's just a matter of how they jockey for position over who gets the home final. Seaton and Mitcham will play each other in the elimination final. We've got 4 rounds to go in Div 3 and it's locked in. We know what's going to happen in the first week of finals.
Then relegation is probably
Relegation's
could do still.
Kilburn are gone,
Yeah,
and it's Walkerville or Jeppies, I'd say, at this stage. One of them will go down.
Mathematically, don't hate using that word, but they could, but are highly unlikely.
Walkerville still play Jeppies, don't they, producer? At some stage, they haven't played them a second time. They'll battle for the relegation. That'll be a huge game. Now onto the leading goal kickers. Tommy Evans sits 10 clear at the top with 57 from Brett Harland at Seaton Rounders on 47. There's a host of others in the 40s. But this week's games, there's some interesting prospects. Kilburn and Golden Grove. Surely Golden Grove. Surely.
Surely. At Blair Athol.
Yeah. Kilburn will look at this one as a real
Boys on the
opportunity.
hill.
Inconsistent Golden Grove, you never know. McCallum fires up. I think Shreky's out for the year, is he? No, Shreky's. He's just not playing very well. you know, you've still got Housen in there. There's some good footballers for Kilburn. They've just got to string it all together on one day to get another win.
Golden Grove by a big margin.
Golden Grove by a small margin. Your boys, Flinders Park, mate, talk it up.
Walkerville, this would be a good game as well. No, it won't. Flinders Park will win by a lot because Walkerville, they're on the down, but Flinders Park's going to be, it's our past players' day. There's 140. We've got Les Burdett talking at our past players' day. Good luncheon there. So if you have
fantastic. So that's at Flinders Park?
At Flinders Park, 140 people. So if you're not booked in, you can still come and watch a good game of footy afterwards as well. So
it also marks, and I think you'll like this one, the 20-year anniversary of Flinders Park and Walkerville. It was late '96. Walkies were playing Flinders Park in a bitterly dirty, filthy cold game. It was an A-grade game, and one player, it wasn't me, had been on the bench until the third quarter. Like, he had not been on the ground. It was about 6 degrees. It was because it can get cold and windy on there. He went and got a pie and a Coke just before three-quarter time and went out to the address with a pie and a Coke. He said, Jerome, what are you doing? I said, I haven't been on for three-quarters, mate.
You're a good memory. What's that?
Yeah, well, I was at Walker.
Oh,
so.
really?
Pie and a Coke, yeah. So it was a very interesting story there. It was at Flinders Park. We'll never forget that. I can't remember his name, but yeah, true story.
I just very quickly, they say Flinders Park is celebrating their 46th grand final, 56, 76, 86 B-grade grand final, and 2096 A-grade grand final.
Yep. Did you play in the 46 grand final?
There's one player still alive who's turning up on Saturday. How's that?
He could just talk about whatever he wants, couldn't he?
The 19, you probably can't remember, but
kick 15.
The 1956 captain is attending the day as well. So
fantastic.
He's 92. Yeah, a wicked day.
Flinders Park for mine.
Flinders Park, absolutely.
Athelston have been so consistent on 13-1. Pembroke have gone off the boil, so Athelston at home should win comfortably.
Absolutely. Seton Ramblers, Mitcham, Seton Ramblers for me. Even though
this is interesting, isn't it? This is the dress rehearsal for the elimination final. We're calling it 6 weeks out. Seton Ramblers.
Seton Ramblers for me, absolutely.
Could go either way, but Seton Ramblers. Plimpton and Jeps Cross. Being that it's at Plimpton, I give Jeps Cross no hope at all.
None at all, and Plimpton for me.
Beautifully done. Thanks for watching the weekly run-up of Division 3. We'll be back next week.
See you later.